All right. Good to be here. Don't know much about this town. I heard about this town. I live close by, but I didn't come to Fostoria a lot. So this is what I heard about it. The dogs here, they're afraid to step in human shit. Don't know if it's true. Haven't actually been inside town to know. Just here. But they call me Big Morty. That's my stage name. Not what my wife calls me in the bedroom. That's for sure. They call me that because of my size. In case you didn't know, I'm what they would call morbidly obese, slightly overweight, But I call myself fat. But I'm kind of like one of those steaks at Golden Corral. You got a lot of fat on the outside. Inside, nice, tender. Yeah.
Right to the point.
Yeah, you get the vision from that, yeah. Think about that. You'll have erectile dysfunction the rest of the night. If anybody suffers from erectile dysfunction here, anybody? Any males suffer from erectile dysfunction? Any females suffer from erectile dysfunction? Hey, it's a new world we live in. I have to ask, you never know what the hell you're gonna get. But a little bit about myself. Like I said, I'm married. I grew up an only child. I have two Catholic priests that were uncles. My mom, bless her heart, was not a nun, thank God. That's the only reason I'm here. But at my house, when we had family dinners, it took on a whole new meaning. One side, Catholic priest, other side, potheads. Yep. And my family's here tonight, so they know I'm not bullshitting. So, when you said at family dinner, pass the bowl, you had to be very specific because you never knew what in the hell you were going to get. You might get mashed potatoes or you might get higher than a kite. Yeah, you never know with my family. But like I said, I grew up an only child, and I waited until later in life to get married. I was 30 when I get married. Thank God I've got plenty of room to wander around up here. I'm counting my steps as a fat man. So. Yeah, I'm like, I need more steps today because it wasn't a busy day at work. So yeah, I'm going to use this to get my steps. But I waited until I was 30 to get married. Now, being an only child, I had no idea what, being a sibling was like. Which means when I got married and my wife had already had her kids, I had no idea what the hell I was getting into. One day I'm single, the next day I have an 8-year-old and a 6-year-old. I had no idea what I was getting into. And I learned quickly that you never know what the hell a kid is going to say, or you never know what the hell a kid is going to do. But being a fat man, I learned quickly that there are certain things that you should not do, and my kids know this. One of the things that I should not do is run. One of the things I should not do is jump. Another thing I shouldn't do is dance, because I got these front titties, I got these side titties, I got these back titties. Once I stop moving, they're still jiggling. But kids can get you to do things that you wouldn't normally do because you love your kids. Prime example, Cedar Point. Now, I've learned as a fat man that gravity is weird as hell. You would think that because I'm a bigger man, it would slow me down falling. Nope. I learned that you hurtle towards the earth approximately 3 times faster than normal sized individual. Prime example. Went to Cedar Point. My son gets me on the Magnum for the first time. Okay? Squeeze my ass in. I fucking left a well across my stomach because it had me so tight in. I'm like, I'm gonna fly out. He said, you're not gonna fly out. I'm in tight. I'm thinking, oh, awesome. I'm gonna love this. I'm not going anywhere. This is gonna be great. So, have any of you ever ridden the Magnum at Cedar Point? So y'all know that you're not safe no matter what you do. There is no safety. You can put any safety mechanism in it, no matter what they want to do. But we ascend to the top of the hill. And as I'm looking out on both sides, and I see wonderful Lake Erie on my left, wonderful Lake Erie on my right, you ascend to the top of the hill, and up I come flying out of my seat. Okay. Ride ends. Son says, "Are you all right?" As he's staring at me in a white shade of white that I have never been before in my life. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." He's like, "What's wrong?" I said, "Well, I think my balls just flew into Lake Erie." 30 years later, they're still in the bottom of Lake Erie. So yes, if you are wondering, it is true that there is a Great Lakes Lake Erie monster, and I'm responsible for it. So thank you guys.